Press in America by Emily Benjamin, Hannah Trapini, and Courtney Quinlan. Today we receive information from the local news, the internet, and the daily paper. But back in colonial times, they only got their information from local printers. In this video, we will be discussing how press came to be, as well as the famous printers that got it off the ground. Printing back in colonial times was very different from today. Printers had a much more complicated structure back then. There were 7 parts of a printer. The type was the single piece of metal with a letter or number used to create the words. The coffin was part of the press that held the type, and the press was the machine that transformed lettering to a page. A big part of the reason that freedom of press exists in America is the actions of John Peter Zenger. Zenger was a colonial printer who went to trial for printing an article in the New York Weekly Journal that disgraced the name of the governor of New York, William Cosby. Andrew Hamilton shockingly presented himself as Zenger's attorney and proved to the jury that the things Zenger said were in fact true, so he couldn't be accused for saying false accusations. This was the beginning to the uprise of freedom of press. The First Amendment covers the freedom of press. Freedom of press means to be able to publish what you want without the government interfering. One of America's most famous printers was Benjamin Franklin. His dad made him work as an apprentice in his brother's printing business until he was 21. His brother soon started a newspaper called the New England Courant, which reported local news instead of news from Europe. In 1723, Massachusetts legislators decided the Courant had mocked religion and government and should be punished. Ben's brother was thrown in jail, but he made Ben the publisher so the newspaper could still print. Ben was still technically his brother's apprentice, which he did not like, so he ran away and started his own printing business in Philadelphia. Even though he made other great achievements, he also always considered himself a printer. As you can see, printing has come a long way since the 1700s. To recap, we have learned about the famous printers of this time, Ben Franklin and John Peter Zenger. We have also brushed upon freedom of press and how it has evolved.